Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Sohum and I'm on a mission to spread peace, love, and positivity through music. Today I'll be reacting to Readymade by Otto. And apparently at the time of her recording Readymade, she was 17 years old, which is insane. 17. I think when I was 17, which is 10 years ago now, I think I was just learning how to play Master of Puppets on my electric guitar. Yeah, she is way better in so many respects. So I'm just excited to check this one out here today. A big thank you goes to Amy, whose generous support made this reaction possible. And now, let's jump in. Full on electric swing. Oh, the swank. I'll blend in growing up and dance with money and love. Am I misunderstanding this right? Because she was just wishing she could be homeless. Life of a homeless. I'm sure that'll suit me. Maybe not wishing is the wrong word, but she thinks it'll work out. And then I'll blend in growing up and dance with money and love. Interesting. Oh, that's beautiful. There is so much swag in this song. And these lyrics. Okay. All right, Otto. All right. You know, something I wanted to comment earlier on the lyrics before the thought escapes me is, you know, this song so far, in a lot of ways, it has so much swag and emphasis on just doing what you need to do and breaking out of your own box. And it's crazy that she was having all of those thoughts at 17. Like, she is the poster child for somebody who wants a path for themselves and then goes out and then does it, and there's nobody who can tell her that this path isn't going to be, you know, worthwhile for you, because she's already made it worthwhile. She's that talented. And in many of my own kind of life situations, I've also felt like, man, I wish I could just have all of the proof that the path I want to walk down is fruitful. Yet I don't have that same proof that I want to, and then you have to kind of justify it and earn people's trust, and you may not get it in the end anyways. To be as good as Otto, to have all of that already, makes walking that path a lot easier. Now, if you know what I'm talking about, you know. If it doesn't make sense to you, then just consider it another one of my random Sohum ramblings. Love the delay on that too. The digital Otto. This production is awesome. Wow. These lyrics are really hitting home, and I love the change, the swelling right from that digital all the way into the real. act heroish. Yeah, kill all the stereotypes. Is that a music reference right there in production? Set the gate and cut the noise. It is so swaggy with the saxophone. Being compared is boring. Beautiful. Solve them, wow. It's so obvious how unbelievably wise Otto is. Let's just take a look at the lyrics together, shall we? This is becoming one of my favorite segments to do. I don't do it all the time, but if you guys would like to request lyrical analysis, you can do that. Let's check these out here. Lonely, lonely, in a lonely desolation. I know it won't change if I rest my chin on my back. I'm not sure if that's what I read on the YouTube lyrics, but we'll take this at face value. I know it won't change if I rest my chin on my back. It's like if I look at my past kind of thing. My loneliness won't change if I look at those behind me. I need to forge my path forward. Oh, maybe it's just a common mob. Oh, she's being chased by the common mob. If you don't admit, scream until you rot. Admit what? If you don't admit it, scream until you rot. Is that the perspective of somebody else talking to her? Or just the societal view of what they need her to do, what to admit something? What if you become a heretic? You can't live only by your true feelings. These are like, what would they be called? These are the criticisms of the mob, right? What if you become a heretic, Otto? You can't live just by your feelings and thoughts alone. A life of lying on the side of the road, you're going to become homeless. I'm sure it suits you. Wow. I thought that she was saying this to herself, which in fairness, she still could be. But these all feel like critiques that come from the opinions of others. When you grow up, you'll blend in and dance with money and love. 1, 2, 3, it exploded. See, this line right here, when I first heard it, I was really taken aback. When you grow up, you'll blend in and dance with money and love. Blending in, like you fit society's norms, right? Because you now took part in the, marketplace. You are now a consumer. You are now a producer. You took part, therefore you've grown up, and now all of this will become more of the status quo to you. But at the drop of a hat, 1, 2, 3, it all went down. You hit that fixed mindset, or hit with a fixed mindset bat. How is it? If it's easy, then it's fine. To the heartstring of Readymades. Yeah, this feels like Otto doesn't want to like abide by these societal norms. Many people take their fixed mindset bat and beat you down with it, espousing that just because it is means that it should continue to be. Why does everything have to apply to everybody unilaterally? People are individuals, right? Treat them as such. If it's easy, then it's fine. The heartstrings of ready-mades. People who just come out of the box. They don't act on their own volition. They don't use critical thought. They just exist within their own paradigm, and whatever's done unto them, they just accept it without second thought. Even their emotions, for that matter, the heartstrings, right? Distorted and mixed with noise. Regret, stop and shut up. All the bitter feelings on my tongue ignite. Dirty, if you swallow the words, you'll see. You'll be a good girl, you look so pale. It's a little difficult for me to understand who is speaking to who in some of these moments here, but I'll continue with my like logical train of thought to try to thread all of this meaning together. All the bitter feelings on my tongue ignite. So all of the things that Otto says and thinks about these people who are the ready-mades, she has a lot of choice words to say about them. Dirty, if you swallow the words, you'll see. So I can't tell if this is Otto saying, if I swallow my words, then I'll see that I'm a dirtier person for having retained them versus having let them out, then you are dirty from the perspective of the mob. But then I guess you'll be a good girl, you look so pale, as in she is swallowing her words, and that's causing her to be pale? I'm not sure here. Ah, baby, it's love that's distorted, wearing a custom-made brand and showing off. If you click your tongue, you'll be a witch hunter for being a lowlife and a misfit. If you click your tongue. Depending on what click means in this context, it means like either keeping your mouth shut or letting it run, right? It must be easy to proudly act like a hero. Where is outside society? Fuck the money and the love. Shattered with 1, 2, 3. See, this here, this is what makes me think that like Otto turns the mirror on the mob, right? You guys are all being so virtuous, but it's all signal. It's not actual reality. It's this facade you're trying to put on to the society and people around you, signaling your virtue instead of actually being a good person yourself, right? If you proudly act like a hero, that means you probably weren't a hero to begin with, right? You should just be a hero, and then you don't have to act. It's kind of a, people can tell on themselves, right? Just based on the words that they use. I like that Otto is very particular about her words in these lyrics. Where is outside society? Fuck the money and the love. Shattered with 1, 2, 3. Paint the preconceived notions bright red, right? These were the, what were they called? Oh God, the word with S. What is the word called? It's fully escaping me. That's okay. Inside the brain, mix it up and laugh. Stereotypes, that's the word. Mix it up and laugh. Extending the life of ready-mades. Apply a gate to repel the noise. I feel like Otto, a lot of her messaging revolves around just embrace the chaos, embrace the emotion, be okay with the fluidity, with the dynamics. Don't be so restrictive. Doing all of these things with that fixed mindset, with those restrictions, with those stereotypes in mind, they leave you lesser and they hurt people who don't necessarily have to or need to abide by those rules. To have a rule book is to put, let's say, guardrails in place, but again, rules are meant to be broken for those who it's worth breaking them for. Let's not shackle everybody. Maybe we'll have a more creative society by the end of it all. Extending the life of ready-mades. Apply a gate to repel noise. Problem. Don't understand, just sing. This is like, I take this personally. I'm trying to understand her, but she's just saying, just sing. Yeah. This continuing preponderance of like intellectualizing everything when it can just be felt, right? I don't know. I don't like to be too reductive, and I'm still going to, sit in the corner of my analytical brain and vouch for myself. But it is important to be able to think about the things that are thrown at us and understand our own emotions, but to never favor intellectual thought over emotion and vice versa. They both work in tandem for a reason. They make your decisions better, not worse, if you use them together properly. Let's keep it running. All the black feelings I had bottled up were ignited. See, it's starting again. I'm tired of all the comparisons. I don't want to just become an adult. Oh, you're a demon. Leave me alone? Me? I noticed. Yeah, this all has to do with the perspective again. I'm just curious who is talking to who here at these different points. If there was like a little colon, like auto colon or mob member 1 colon, that would help out. And I think we have more repeated lyrics here. Regret, regret, stop and shut up, shattered with 1, 2, 3. Paint these preconceived notions bright red. Just kill all of the stereotypes. Inside the brain, I was actually crying, extending the life of Readymades. Apply a gate to repel the noise. You know, and it almost reminds me of like how famous musicians, actors, anybody with like a real online presence, one of the best things to do is not to respond to the criticism directly all the time and just constantly be on the defense. It's just to ignore, repel the noise. If you feed the trolls, that's how the trolls derive their energy, from you being hurt or upset or riled up. If you take a step back and block out all of that random noise and just be yourself, I don't know, things get a lot easier. And as it relates to internet hate, I definitely don't get that level of hate than a lot of other, YouTubers and just famous people do in general. I would never say that. The little hate that I do get, though, sometimes it gets to me. And the best solution I've found is just to close the internet. Just try to shut it off. Don't look at it. Exist in your own world. Be content and grounded with who you are. Follow your own path. Any of the other things that Otto has so gracefully imparted her wisdom on us with. Yeah, this is a cool one. Thank you, Amy, for this request today. I hope y'all enjoyed the reaction. Subscribe if you did, and if you'd like to request one yourself, hit the link down below. And as always, my friends, have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and peace.